Check, check, 1, 2, and we are live in, actually we have been live, but I'm going to go to this other camera in 3, 2. Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you can see me and hear me. Welcome back to RC with Adam. My name is still Adam. Fantastic to be back and good to be here with you, or wherever here is. Good to have you here with me, perhaps. I see we've got Olive in the comments on YouTube. Says, where are you, or where have you been? I've been busy. I've been moving. Like I've been saying, I'm still in the process of moving, trying to get my HQ relocated, which is no small feat. And yeah, you should be able to hear my microphone now. I had it off on purpose. So today is Friday FLYDAY, so we're gonna do just a quick little intro, I guess. Actually, did I get that part ready? I don't know. It's been so long since I have been on here. Tell you what, I have to tend to this, so we'll be right back. All right, getting back to it. Hey, everybody, welcome back. Sorry, I disappeared for a second there. Michael Hollingsworth, I see you're in the chat, or you were in the chat, then you said you got to go. But welcome and goodbye to the chat. Hey, everybody, welcome back again to RC with Adam. My name is Adam. Let me do... Yeah, there we go. Desktop. So, super quick introduction. My name is Adam. This is my YouTube channel, RC with Adam. I love doing stuff with RC stuff. That's radio controlled stuff. Or it could stand for really creative or really cool or ready to create or other things like that. And drones and 3D printing. So that's kind of my jam. And I love teaching about that kind of stuff because I think it can change your life. It did for me. It's a wonderful way to have a creative outlet, basically. So you can check out all those videos, some tutorials, some fun videos, all kinds of different stuff. Today is Friday Fly Day, and when we do this live stuff, I like to be able to answer your questions. Troubleshooting typically is what we do, because sometimes you need real help from a real person, real fast, in real time, which is what I am here for. But today I'm going to try and do some of that, but we're also going to be doing some FPV flight simulator stuff. So I'll be using my Radio Master Pocket transmitter. We're going to be doing FPV flying. And so now, especially if you have questions about FPV drones and stuff like that, now is a great time to ask about those. Also, we're live on YouTube and Instagram, I think. Instagram, I don't know if it's like just not coming up on Instagram. Now nobody's on Instagram. Instagram is weird sometimes, but that's okay. I love you, YouTube. My YouTube people. I don't really love YouTube, but you know what I'm saying. Better vibe over there. Anyway, we're back. So let's get into it. We're gonna be playing the uncrashed flight simulator today. The FPV flight sim. Let's see. Where do we want to go? We've been to Drift Track a lot. I like the city park, but we've been there quite a bit. Have we gone to Forest Bando? Let's go to Forest Bando. And I'm kind of feeling, that's just whatever. Let's do a sunny time. All right, let's see if my transmitter is actually hooked up here, and we will get going there. Let me go ahead and do this. All right, I'm just typing into the chat that I'm back. I had to take an important phone call, so my apologies. All right, let's do it. Does it work? Oh, bro, that's weird. So sometimes you run into issues where your transmitter won't show up as being connected. It's part of the flight simulator. I thought I did this correctly, because typically what you have to do is you have to like close it out. You have to like exit, or at least go to the main menu, possibly close the game. I don't know, maybe it just took too long or something. That's rather silly, I would say. What happens if we do that? There we go. That's my little background screen. I got to restart the game here, or should I say the flight simulator, Boom, here we go. Let me get this restarted. So we are connected. We should be good to go. All right. Let's get in here. Forest Bando. Boom. Let's rock and roll. Head over there. There we go. It's working. Oh. There go. Ooh, these controls feel a little strange. Oh, 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 hit the gate. Didn't see that gate there. Oh. Let's see. Current starting point, Forest, Bando 1, Bando 2. Let's go to Bando 1. Here we go, we're in Bando 1. All right, FPV drones. Yes, here we are. We're flying an FPV drone right now. FPV drones require much more concentration and focus than your typical camera drone. Now, I will say, flying camera drones does, if you do it right, does require a lot of focus and concentration, and it is not necessarily as easy as some people may think. Caveat to that is like AI auto controls and stuff are actually getting really good. So that kind of remains to be seen. But as far as manually piloting the drone, if you do it right, it does take quite a bit of concentration. That's what a lot of people don't understand about, like drone flying of, I guess, of any sort, but especially like kind of if you do it professionally, like as a business, or whether it's big time or just like kind of like me. I don't consider myself big time. I'm a solo operator kind of situation. But what people don't realize is that you're doing like three different jobs, at least three different jobs at once. You know, you've got to be the one who is calling the shots as far as, you know, the go or no go for the flight, the safety aspect of it. You're the creative director. You're the DP, which I can't remember what is DP. The director of photography. There we go. So you're doing all these different jobs, and you're also like the drone like operator technician. You know, where you got to be working through like making sure that the drone and the camera, the drone actually works, right? So all the video signals, the connections, the transmissions, making sure that the drone does what it's supposed to do, both physically and with software. And then you also have to operate the camera and like know how to change camera stuff and camera settings. And so it's several jobs all in one, really. Oh no! Oh! I'm okay. I'm okay. Oh, not okay. Yikes! All right, are we picking this up? Okay. All right, I think we are. Oh, right down the tube. Down the tube. Oh my goodness. All right. So if you are watching, if there is anybody watching right now, if you have questions about FPV drones or what I'm doing, or maybe you're just getting into FPV drones and you have questions about them or drones in general, let me know. Leave a comment. Leave a comment in the chat. Would love to chat about that, because I'm flying here and it's I have to kind of concentrate on flying, but your questions are the priority for this live time that we have together. So let me know what you got going on with you. I'm curious. Uh-oh, signal's getting bad. Signal's getting bad. Ah! Knife edge. Oh, no, not a knife edge. Oh my goodness. All right. So, yeah, so I just a minute ago, or I started this and then I got a phone call that I needed to answer. And so I walked away, and I probably should have just stopped the stream because I'm wondering if YouTube is like saying like, "Hey, you know, you were doing the stream and then you just disappeared, and so now like we're not gonna, make it show up to anybody." I don't know. We'll see. Did you? That's interesting. Can we change the focus? Did you notice? You notice how it's like not in focus far away? I wonder what's up with that. That's interesting. Is it? It's not just my eyes, right? Like, like that is part of the game, right? Pretty sure. Oh man, dude. Yeah, so a lot of the flying I'm doing right now is just kind of ripping around, kind of sloppy, fun flying, kind of. Ooh, ooh, oh, not quite, not quite. I was trying to do barrel rolls. So you notice these boxes next to my face on the screen here. These boxes are an overlay of my stick controls. So the dots are my actual sticks, and the movement on the on the gimbals basically. And so you can kind of see how I'm moving each stick to control the drone. And oh, oi, ding ding ding! We have a question from Brody32 on YouTube. Brody says, "Hello, can the TX15 bind to a FlySky RX on my drone? Looking to upgrade my transmitter." Great question, Brody, and welcome. What is the TX15? Because there are so many letters and numbers with all of these guys. Are you talking about the, is that a Radio Master? Because I'm familiar with the TX16 or the TX16S, but I'm not familiar with that particular one. So let me know. But I will say one way that you can tell if it will bind to it is that it will say, like on the description, it should say multi-protocol module. And in a lot of cases, it will say specifically, oh, so sad. It'll specifically name which brands or which, not frequencies, protocols it will work with. Radio Master TX15. TX15? Let's look that up. We're going to pause this. We're going to pause the flying. As much as I love the flying, I love answering your questions even more. Let me switch this over. Boop. Nope, not that one. Boop. Yeah, that one. There we go. All right, so let's go to... What were we looking at last time? Volantex. Oh, that's right. That's what we were looking at. Let's go to Radio Master TX15. What are we looking at here? Is this a new one? I don't recall this one. Wow, 140 smackers. Yikes. All right, so Radio Master, let's see, you can see what I'm seeing, right? I think you can. So this one is, so this is ELRS. Okay. All right, ELRS. It's about time I jumped on the ELRS ship before it sails, right? So right here it says transmitter module built-in ELRS. and supported protocols, Express LRS. That's what the E stands for, Express LRS. So it appears that it is not compatible. Oh, wait, hold on. Semtech LR1121 multi-frequency Express LRS. Oh, okay, multi-frequency Express LRS. So they're saying 2.4 gigahertz or sub G 900. I don't know what that means, but it sounds really good. And then 6 customizable RGB buttons. Okay, but like, what does it do though? Built-in microphone for future expansion. Now that, I don't know, man. I don't love putting microphones in everything. I feel like we are setting ourselves up for problems if we go and put microphones in everything. Kind of huge potential privacy concerns with that, which are usually considered beneficial, like conveniences. Anyway, MLRS. I've never heard of MLRS before. That's very fascinating. Okay, so to answer your question, Brody, it looks like it does not. Looks like the TX15 is not compatible with FlySky. Yeah, Brody says, yeah, it's a hefty price, so I'm trying to save money on the receiver. I mean, the receiver, oh, well, okay, so you probably have FlySky receivers. I got you. Yeah, as opposed to like, because I think ELRS receivers are not that expensive. I guess it's the ER series, PWM. Whoops, what did I do? No. Receivers. Here we go. So yeah, I'm in the XR1 Nano Multi-Frequency Express LRS receiver for $12. That really tiny one for 10, and then fancier ones for 29 to 34. Which, you know, if you're just like flying around for fun and you have a bunch of models, $12. That would be a good price. And then if you're, you know, flying professionally or you just really need to have a good receiver for a model, yeah, $30 or more. That's reasonable. So as far as like if you did go Express LRS, I don't know about these particular receivers. I haven't used them, but that gives you kind of a ballpark idea. Michael Hollingsworth is back in the chat. Says Radio Master receivers are very affordable. They appear to be. Brody says, "Would you mind showing me which receiver I can get?" Sure. Which you mean the Express LRS, or do you mean like the FlySky receivers? Or maybe I just did what you said. I'm not really sure. But that's like this. So this one's a are these the same? So, okay, so the difference between the XR2 and the XR1, it looks like the XR2 has let's do a quick view, has a built-in receiver and does not have the option to add an external receiver. So this would be like super duper tiny, like ridiculously tiny. Great for like tiny whoops, super lightweight builds, all that stuff. That box right there, that's the receiver, antenna, if I'm correct in that. So personally, if I was gonna choose from these, I would, for like just fun standard flying, I would go for probably the XR1 Nano. I don't know what sub G is. I think sounds fascinating, but I guess multiband is. Oh, that's really cool. You could have a multiband antenna, so you could have both. Fascinating stuff going on. Very fascinating. I don't fully understand all of the radio side of things. It gets very complex, but it's very amazing. Oh, and there, thank you, Radio Master, for doing a little chart right here. I think you can see this. It says compatible with all existing Radio Master Express LRS radios and modules. So that's the TX16S Mark II, the Boxer GX12. I haven't heard of that, but it looks cool. The TX12 Mark II, the Zorro, the Pocket, and the MT12. So, actually, did I buy one of these? I don't remember, but yeah, I should probably buy some of these and then go through the setup process. I will do that once I move my headquarters and can stabilize and have the bandwidth to branch out more, like work on this other stuff. That sounds interesting. So nano multi-frequency, the XR3, diversity, and then you have the Gemini X cross, I don't know, band, dual band. So what's the difference here? So we have multi-frequency, dual band. I don't know what the difference here is. So the dual band, essentially, I guess you are essentially using two bands instead of just one, so you have like redundancy, basically. It sounds like that's what they're talking about here, redundancy. And then if we go to the XR3, what are we talking about in the XR3? So the XR3 operates on either the 2.4 gigahertz or sub G900 bands. So it sounds like you have to choose which one you want to use. Whereas it sounds like the other one is hopping between them. I'm not totally sure on that, though. Dual band depending on selected package. Right. Yes, right. Oh, interesting. So you could do where it does one or the other, and it does dual 2.4. Huh. Interesting. Interesting stuff there. Yeah, but I mean, even that for that price, that's not too bad. You could also, could you get a module? Do they have a module here? Yeah, I think that's that multi-module. So they have a bunch of these. 915 megahertz. Interesting. Okay, so Brody, I don't know if you're still on here, but let's take a look at this. So this is $60. This is a module that goes into the, well, it should be compatible with, what does it say it's compatible with? There we go. It's for Zorro, Boxer, let's see, Zorro, Boxer, TX16S Mark II, TX Mark, and more. So I'm pretty sure it's anything with a standard, gosh, what do they call that? JR style module? Is it JR module? I'm drawing a blank there, but so it says right here, compatible with more than 70 RF protocols, DSMX, yeah, so the spectrum, DSMX, FlySky, SFHSS, which I think is Futaba, High-Tech, HOT, maybe that's Futaba, OMP, Radiolink, Frisky, and many more. So, yeah, so Brody, so this is the multi-protocol module. So this would attach to the back of those these receivers that are listed here, the Zorro, Boxer, many of them. It's kind of like a standard size module port. It's they call it a Nano JR module, or that's like the connector port type. So what this allows you to do is it allows you to control all these different brands of receivers. So like I have a lot of FlySky receivers. You have a lot of FlySky receivers. So if you have FlySky receivers or Spectrum or any of these other ones that are listed, when you attach this module to the back of your transmitter, of your your radio master transmitter, for example, here, that allows you to control your aircraft using the other brand of receivers that you already have. So depending on how many you have, you would essentially, or sorry, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say it costs $60 to use this. So you'd have to kind of say, okay, well, do I want to pay $60 to get this module that I can use with like what does it say? 70, go away. 70 plus, receivers if you have that many, or do you just want to, take that $60 and put it towards switching brands and kind of moving over your whole fleet, as it were. So hopefully that answers your question. Olive, what is your question? Olive says, Adam, I have a question. Let me know what your question is. Yeah. So this, oh, right. So, so this would be something that you could use on a model, or on a transmitter that, particularly if it does not have a built-in multi-protocol module, or yes, built into it. So, for example, that's why I got the TX16S, because it can work with the FlySky models because it has a multi-protocol module built into it. And on the back of it, I run a Crossfire. Yeah, TBS Crossfire module. Olive asks, what camera are you using? I am using a DJI Osmo 2. I think it's the 2. Yeah, pretty sure it's the second one. I think they have the third one out already. But that is what I'm using for that. And then I have it tied into OBS and stuff. So Brody, so this would be an option. It's a multi-protocol module, or often called a 4-in-1 module. But the other option would be to get a radio that already has the multi-protocol module built into it. So, for me, the AX12, what? So for me, that was the TX16S. However, I don't really use the TX16S much because it's gigantic, and I just don't need a gigantic radio most of the time. Like, I don't need that many switches and buttons and knobs and the screen size and all that stuff. Plus, it's like $200. So it's not a cheap radio. It's a good radio, but it's not cheap. But it has a multi-protocol module built into it. So what else do they have? So that's why I wouldn't really recommend the TX16S. So the TX15. Yeah, so they're saying M2, ELRS or M2. Well, that's the fancy one. Let's just go with the regular one. What does the M2 stand for? I don't know. Interesting. So anyway, potentially you could get the TX15S and then get a module for it, because here on the back of it, right there, is where the module goes. That black part is the module cover, or the I guess it's the module bay cover where the module goes into. And then I see they have the GX12. Fascinating. That looks kind of cool. Oh wow, that's got a lot of switches and stuff going on. What in the world? Or at least it looks like it does. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't have it. Well, yeah, it's got. That's weird. What is this for? Huh. So it's built on the Gemini crossband receiver platform. And okay, but what for though? It's made for the most demanding pilots, now with extra flair. Huh. Okay. But what I'm trying to figure out, what I'm getting at, is like, why? What is the advantage of this new design or format or buttons or switches? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Like, clearly it has these two, it's got the two knobs. Oh, I guess those are rotary knobs. Down low in the middle. Then we have our menu buttons and stuff. System model. Those are really big buttons. I feel like those are going to get hit accidentally too easily. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a super fan of that. What microphone am I using? I'm using the microphone that comes with the Osmo. So it's the DJI microphone. It's what you pretty much see almost all YouTubers using now. Like everybody uses this microphone setup because it's so simple. So yeah, it's a wireless mic with the that goes to the Osmo. Yes. Next question. All right. So that's interesting. Just based on my brief look at this, can I open this? Okay, this is just, they're gonna just be showing me. They're like, look, have you heard of colors? There's this thing where it's like, instead of just like a single color, there's like different colors. And it's like, okay, what? All right, I could do the same thing with a can of spray paint. Anyway, so this is interesting. The AX12 Android controller. Huh. Why? Why? That's interesting. So, brand new tool for pilots, filmmakers, rover builders, boat captains, creators. Boat captains. I hadn't thought about that. If I made or drove around RC boats, I would be a captain. Wow. It's kind of cool. Interesting. So what is it?
Radio Master introduces the AX12 Android radio controller.
Okay.
Step into unlimited potential. AX12, your platform for innovation. Powered by an octa-core processor, a multi-core Play Store. With Radio Master OS providing the dedicated radio control interface for model setup and operation. A 5.5-inch HD touchscreen offers clear visibility and intuitive control. An integrated Express LRS system powered and flexible channel mapping. HDMI input allows video to be viewed directly on the display, while HDMI output mirrors the screen to an external monitor.
Okay, but
Bluetooth and Wi-Fi provide wireless connectivity and updates. Multiple language interfaces and optional voice announcements allow for extended operation. X5 high-precision Hall effect.
Wow, that's gigantic. It looks gigantic there. Or maybe that person has really small hands.
Delivers smooth, accurate control with.
All right, so once again, I'm just trying to figure out why. So it's an Android-powered operating system. Okay. So it's Radio Master OS. Okay, so it is their operating system. But that's what I'm trying to figure out is what. Let's see. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So it says Mavlink pass-through enables compatible apps such as Q, ground control, and Betaflight configurator to be used directly on the radio for supported workflows. So that could be okay. Okay, that could be kind of interesting. So I don't know if this is the case of like what they're talking about, but if it is the case where you could use that to like while you are flying, or maybe not while you're in the air, but like you have your drone connected to your radio, like your FPV drone, and then you can just change settings in Betaflight like wirelessly through the radio, through that radio connection. I don't know how that would work exactly, but that could be really cool. Generally, I'm very skeptical when we start like putting like computers and tablets into things and integrating stuff, because then it's like, man, then it's going to be obsolete sooner. There's, you know, more potential for things to go wrong, stuff like that. But I am interested. So here it says using the DJI Fly app and USB, the AX12 can display the live video feed from DJI goggles on its built-in HD screen. Okay, so that's cool. Okay, so you can use it as a pass-through. So it goes in and then it comes out. Okay, that is cool, actually. I like that. I like that. However, you can't use it. I think it's just for DJI FPV. You couldn't use it for the traditional DJI because it's not like it doesn't have the FPV part built into it. It just has the radio control part built into it. Interesting. Okay. Questions. Brody says, which simulator do you recommend and which do you think is the best? And Olive says, bro, please answer my question. What was your question? Oh, did I watch your review video? No, I did not. Did you send that to me? I don't. Send it again if you did, or if you didn't, or I guess again if you did, and I will watch it. Brody says, which simulator would you recommend and how, and which do you think is the best? Well, the one we were using, this one, or have been using, Uncrashed, it is my favorite right now. Maybe not as like, it's probably not the most exciting one. I think Liftoff is a really good one. But it's kind of my preferred one. Right now. Let me see here. So I've got, I'll show here. Here we go. So I don't know how much these cost. They're like, I guess anywhere from like $15 to $30, I think, for the games. But I have, or I don't have them installed right now. But like I have Liftoff. I've used Liftoff. I think I started with Liftoff. Liftoff is great. It does take 19 gigabytes, which is kind of a lot. There's Trip FPV. That's that is another good one that does have more, I would say, interesting stuff happening. Like you use like motorcycle people you can chase and hang gliders and stuff. That one's 16 gigabytes to install. I don't remember how much it costs. Uncrashed. Oh, it doesn't tell me. But I've played this one probably the most. And then FPV Skydive is a great one that's free. So if you're looking for a free FPV simulator, that would be my recommendation. FPV Skydive, made by Orca, ORQA. And then I guess maybe you can buy extra maps and stuff, but this is a great one though to just get started flying stuff. FPV Freerider, that's an older one. It is free. I think it has some paid things, but don't bother with it. I just say don't bother with it anymore. It's old. Oh yeah, Drone Racing League. So DRL, it only takes 8.93 gigabytes to install. This is one that I like. Or I have enjoyed it quite a bit. It's definitely more for drone racing. You can do freestyle and stuff, but it's kind of drone racing. It's in the name. So I had used this one quite a lot a few years ago, basically. So not as much now, but it is a good one. So Drone Racing League, Liftoff, FPV Skydive if you want a free one, and Trip is also interesting as well. But lately I've been doing Uncrashed, and Uncrashed feels the most natural to me. But it could also just because I've been playing it the most. So that's what I would say. Oh, you had tagged me? Let's see. You had tagged me. Let me see. Let me see here. I don't know if I can see where people tagged me. Let me check. I'm checking on that, Olive. Oh, wow, it's 12:04. I guess I got started a little bit later, but I'm going to have to sign off here in just a minute. Let's see here. What does that do? All right. Whoa. Okay. All right. I got it. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up here. Drag it over here. Boom. Go here, go there, do that. All right. And yeah. Okay. All right. I have not been paying attention to the Instagram side at all. So if anybody had questions, sorry about that. All right. Let me go to. All right. We're going to watch this together. This is Olive. So we had a giveaway a while ago. And Olive One Up made a unboxing video of what I sent to him. That's crazy. He lives like all the way across the world. Let's check it out. Here we go. Some nice packing, huh? Oh, this is not it? Oh, this is what I saw that you tagged me in. It's another one. Oh, well, you got to tag me in that one then. Okay, but this is what I sent him though, so that's pretty cool. I'll skip through this. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that. RC with Adam. That's crazy. Isn't that crazy how like you send a package and then it goes across the world and then it shows up, but usually you don't get to see it show up. And then it's like, whoa, that's crazy. Wow. I think that's pretty neat. Yeah. All right. So, where were we? Where were we at? I think we were talking about this one. He says you had tagged me. Oh, okay. I see it now. All right, I see it now. I'm gonna watch it once I get done with this live. So I'll finish up the live and then I'll check it out. I don't know. I guess it didn't alert me or something, or maybe I just didn't check my notifications. Like I said, I've been pretty busy, but but I miss you guys. I miss you guys so much. So I'm not trying to miss the lives and everything, but it has been busy. So if we go back to where are we here? We'll just kind of wrap this up. Yeah, so this is what I'm flying. This is uncrashed. This one, let me go back to, let's go to change map. Let's change the map. So this one's kind of a boring map, I guess you could say. One of my favorites is the Rallycross. Rallycross, because it does have these Rallycross cars, which is really good practice for chasing things. And chasing stuff is a lot harder than you might think, because you really have to be able to adjust your speed and your altitude, or well, maintain your altitude usually, and then adjust your speed. And again, kind of the whole point of chasing it is we're trying to film it as well. So you have to be able to keep up and speed up, and but then slow down, and it gets very, very tricky. And then, like I said, trying to get good shots of it, because you're also the camera guy. You're the director of photography in a sense. And you're limited, like, because this isn't a drone that has a camera on a gimbal, if you want to get like a straight down tracking shot, like you have to do it very quickly and use your momentum to be able to keep the drone like up, basically. Whoa, whoa. Or if you want to sideways, you know, a tracking shot from the side, then you have to fly the drone sideways, basically. Which, again, brings us to the whole 360 FPV drone, which I do maintain is going to be the future for FPV, like filming, like action sports especially. Especially one-man operator kind of situations. So, let's see. I'm just going to land on it. Oh, man. Oh, I'm stuck. But I'm on it, though. And there's the driver. Oh. All right. Nice. Okay, on that note, we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you, Olive, and thank you, Brody, and everyone else for hanging out with me. We're going to get more consistent. Don't worry, we will. I'm going to get back into the groove of things. We're going to get more consistent, and also be getting more interesting content and stuff out to you guys. I'm very excited. So until then, have a fantastic day. Get out there, fly something, build something, design something, print something, fly it, then break it, then build it better, and then fly it again, and have fun in the whole process. And I will see you again very soon. Bye-bye, everybody.